All right, we're back. We got a gas station find last night.
Yeah.
Come across this. This is
What
the.
do we have?
What is this? It's the golden Sriracha Dorito. This must be fairly new. This is the first time I've seen it. I know you mentioned you had seen it before.
Yeah, just the other day though.
Okay, so it's probably not been around very long. Look at that cool golden bag. It jumped right out at me. They had a big display by the door at a gas station.
Tangy and sweet.
Tangy and sweet. You know, I think Sriracha, I think heat, not tangy and sweet. Sriracha isn't super hot, but I feel like there's got to be some kick in there.
Well, I'm sure there's some.
Yeah. I will say, this was almost $7 for this bag of Doritos.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That is nuts.
These better be some seriously good chips. It says gold, and I'm assuming there's gold in here. Maybe this is gold. Maybe this is gold flake, and we don't know it. Well, let's get into it, huh?
Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and dive.
You know, when I bought this, the guy told me about it was like a hot ranch Dorito that just come out recently. I haven't seen that either. That's interesting. There is a sweetness. There's some heat there.
Does this bother you guys? Well, before you get into it, tell me, what is your favorite Dorito?
Well, I like the Cool Ranch. I mean, you know, yeah. I would say the Cool Ranch is probably my favorite.
I like, and they don't make them anymore that I can't find, the tangy ketchup.
Okay, I remember the tangy ketchup. I have had it. I love ketchup chips, actually.
I do too.
You know what? That's a big Canadian thing.
Yep.
They have a lot of the ketchup chips.
And I go out east all the time, and that's big out there.
Yeah.
There's ketchup chips everywhere. Here?
No, you don't see it. And I remember you mentioned it one time, and I was at the store, and I found fully dressed chips.
Right.
Which are ketchup and some other things. Not quite the same, but I think that's as close as we ever see here anymore.
Yep.
I have as a kid, I remember occasionally I would see a ketchup chip. You really don't see them.
No, I take regular, like, Dutch chips.
Yeah.
And I just put ketchup on them.
Yeah, and just dunk them into
Yep.
ketchup. Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
done that many times.
People think, they're like, oh, that's nasty. I'm like,
no, it's good.
You put ketchup on your fries, don't you? It's all a potato.
Well, I tell you what, our northern neighbors do it on a regular basis. They
do.
love the ketchup chip up
They
there
do.
in Canada.
They do.
So I guess we're close enough to Canada. It's odd that we don't have the ketchup chip.
I know.
Well, let's see what we got here. They smell good.
They also
Ooh.
had the mustard ones, and I was not a fan of
Yeah,
them.
I don't know about the mustard. I like mustard, but I don't know about a mustard chip. Huh. I'm gonna be honest, my first impression isn't super great.
Don't really taste much of anything.
There's a very small amount of heat there, not really much.
It's building a little bit.
The sweetness, I don't know about all that. I hate to say this, brings me back to another product we were talking about that I felt like it kind of tasted stale. Yeah, the heat is building a little bit. Does it smell stale? Oh, I don't know. I'm really mixed on this one because the moment that it hits my mouth, I feel like I'm eating something. I'm eating like a stale chip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I get into it, and the spices and whatnot kind of overpower that. I may have one more here. It really does initially. I don't know.
It's not overbearing, the spice or the sweet. I don't think it's bad.
No, I don't think it's horrible. Okay, I'm 3 chips in. I don't taste the staleness quite as much because my mouth is a little hot from the spice. It's not out of control hot. It's there. It's got a kick to it. I'm not going to start sweating and everything, but it's hot. I mean,
I think the spicy nacho cheese
I don't know.
is hotter.
Or was it that's chili, something fiery chili, something it's called. No, I can't remember the name of that Dorito. Oh. I don't know.
They're not bad. Would I buy a big bag? Probably not.
No, not especially not at $7.
A little one to put in my lunch pail?
Yeah, why
Maybe if
not?
I wanted something different. But, I mean...
It's really odd. I mean, it's just... because they don't smell stale. But that initial, to me, maybe it's just me, the moment it hits my tongue, yeah, I'm kind of tasting like it's stale.
Almost like a saltine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's there. And then you chew it around a little bit, the spice kind of gets into it, and then you lose that staleness. But the initial flavor, honestly, I don't think is super pleasant. Well, I would hate to give this more than a 4. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of it.
Pretty rough on the Doritos.
I think that is, yeah. I mean, I like the Cool Ranch or something. I'd give it an 8 or something out of a chip for as far as chips go. It's not my favorite chip in the world. I think this is my least favorite, probably Dorito variety.
I'd probably give it a 5 or a 6, maybe.
Okay.
5.5. I mean, it's not bad. Well, after you eat a couple, you get that sweet and kind of spicy a little bit. But it's not much.
So there's a corn dip that's been done a few different times that we've had around. I think, with the right dip, like a 7-layer bean dip kind of a type of thing. I can see this going really well with that because it adds a little heat to it.
Maybe like Chilean cheese.
Yeah, you're right.
Chilean Velveeta.
Right, yeah, I could see, some kind of a crock pot dip type of thing. Yeah, like a crock pot dip. I could see this being a real good pairing with that. On its own, I'm sorry, I can't give it more than a 4. I mean, to me, this is my least favorite Dorito, and it's because of that initial staleness that I'm getting. And it's a brand new bag, so there's no way. We just opened them.
Guaranteed fresh. It's hard to improve on the original, though.
It is. I think if you have an opportunity to try them, I would do it. I would not spend $7 for a big bag, but I think you're right, Pete. I mean, if you get a small bag of one of these guys, why not throw it in your lunch pail and give it a go? I don't think you're going to be super disappointed. I mean, it's a good little snack.
Ask your parents to buy you a bag.
Absolutely, yeah. Doesn't matter how old you are. If your parents are still kicking, get them to buy you a bag.
That's right.
Yeah, well, I think that kind of wraps it up. I don't think there's a whole lot here more to say about it. It's a good product. Give it a shot. The bag looks cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, it's not bad. Give it a shot, guys.
All right. Peace out.
Later.